all started.
There you go. See, you just sing it. Good job.
Yeah, so Sinners was a great flipping movie. I ain't gonna lie. I can't
Hello
wait
and
for you
welcome.
Nah, man, fuck it. I can't wait for
Sinners.
you to see
Yeah.
it. I'm telling you, man.
I'll watch it.
Oh, it's so damn good. It integrates so many different people, and I'm sure you, as someone who's been in the movie industry, will highly appreciate it.
Yeah, I do. I'm really excited to watch it. I just avoided talking about it with people. So.
No, I respect that. You've done very well.
Yeah.
Because that movie.
I didn't even know what it was about.
I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I already saw the trailer, so it kind of.
Oh yeah, see, I haven't watched the trailer. I know things. I haven't seen it though.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna watch anything.
No, it's
I'm
good.
just gonna go in blind.
To be fair, the trailer, it kind of paints a certain narrative.
That is.
And then it's not actually the narrative of the movie, which I appreciate.
Which that's a good trailer. Some trailers they give away everything, and then you watch the film.
I can't lie. The trailer does spoil more than it needs to, though.
Fair.
That's one thing I would say about the trailer. Mr. Kugler, he did very well, brother. But
No.
just take out some
just
of
that
the
one
yeah.
thing.
But
Okay,
overall, amazing. Though.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Hopefully this weekend and then, well, not this weekend, but this coming week.
I need a job before I do that. But okay. One step at a time.
Saskia is out here wearing the lovely Adidas Mercedes, sorry.
Wow.
Adidas Mercedes collab. Beautiful.
Thanks to
Shout
our
out to
best
Donny.
friend.
I got one too. I should have worn it. But that is an elite jacket, people. The camera don't even put it into... Okay. Alright, but flex them arms.
Yeah. It's warm.
Speaking of flexing, I saw you do some pull-ups.
Yes,
was really good.
I did.
Yeah.
I did one, and they caught it really well.
On the camera?
Yeah.
It was really well done.
Thanks. It was just one.
But it was the rings.
It was the rings. It was
which
real
is tougher.
difficult to
Which
get
is-
up
yeah,
there.
It's a lot harder
And
to
then
do.
I got up there, and I was like, we're going to stay here because I can't get back up.
I hear it.
But yeah, that's actually really fun. That's my friend's new fitness class.
Oh, nice. Is that here?
Yeah.
In London?
Yeah. It was... So one of the trainers from the gym I was working at, he has his own, like, thing he set up.
Yeah.
And it's once a month, and it's like a big, like, hit thing.
Okay.
Weights thing. It's like high rocks
Yeah.
in a room. But, like, everyone's in there doing it together.
Yeah.
And, like, he puts you in teams, so then you do stuff in teams.
Makes it a bit more fun.
And it makes it
engaging.
fun.
Yeah.
And then we have a barbecue afterwards. It's real nice. And
Nice.
then, like, you
Plenty
can
protein.
obviously, you meet everybody, and then, like, everyone's, like, PTs and, like, just likes training.
Yeah.
So, like, it's weird because it's, like, this is what life is now.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more, like, partying.
That is a party to
That
you
is
now.
that is the party. Like, a workout class at midday, and then everyone has a barbecue. It's crazy.
That sounds fun, though.
It is
A bit
so much
stank.
more fun.
Don't get me wrong. You just
Yeah.
a bit stank, but...
It is so much fun. And yeah, I'm going soon again. Next month.
Can I join?
I mean, I think it's sold out now.
God damn, man.
You can come to the next one with me.
Ah, man. It's going
Once
to be
a
cold by then.
What? It's gonna be hot.
I'm just making excuses.
It's gonna, you shut up. Yeah, it is really fun.
But
I think it's called Get Up, Get It Done. That might be
I think that's what the
something
video said.
along those lines.
I think so. I wasn't
His
really
name is
reading the
Sanchez.
captions.
Woo, it's great.
But I was making excuses. And you see what I did there? I took accountability. Which is also today's episode.
How? That's crazy.
I legit did not mean any of that.
Hey, we need to make this a job. Like,
Good segues.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit, I didn't really
I
mean
don't
it.
have those. I just chat doo-doo, and then I get there. Wow.
But yeah, that was segues in
like a
today's
proud
episode. Who is better or more consistent at taking accountability? Men or women?
Do you know what, though? I feel like in this situation, I have to back women. You have to back men. I feel like that's the scenario we put ourselves in.
It's unfortunately true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
men, we think a bit more logical when it comes to things, I
Yeah.
guess. So it would allow for accountability to be taken much sooner than later into the drama that is happening. But I do know a lot of guys who will avoid the accountability and chalk it up to her being crazy.
Yes.
So it's tough.
Yes.
But it's so hard to say because I feel like now, the older me,
Good
with
job.
my older friends,
Yes.
we take accountability like immediately. Be like, shit, I messed up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I have no issue, even if it's not just between me and my partner.
Yeah.
It's just in
life
any
things.
generally life thing. It's at work, for example. I can make a mistake. Before they even approach me about it, I'll be like, damn, I messed up.
Sorry, I got a story.
She
I got a serious
take
story.
accountability.
No, it's not about me.
It's not?
It's about a man.
Let's see.
Okay, so this happened in the Philippines, and I can't wait to share this with them. Right, so this is not about this is just about a life circumstance that happened, right?
Okay.
So we're at the airport, and we've landed in the Philippines, right? And we're at baggage claim now, right? So everyone's waiting for their bags. There's 6 of us traveling together. So other people have landed there at their own time, but there's 6 of us together. So we're waiting at baggage claim, and the bags going round. Obviously, in the Philippines, those flights are rammed. And when they're coming home, they're bringing loads of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's loads of bags and loads of people. It's crazy. Anyway, so we're waiting. Few people have got their bag. I haven't got my bag yet because deep down in my head, one of my other friends landed the day before, and I laughed at him because his bag was last. Right?
So you had to wait for time.
And I knew my karma was coming.
Yeah.
And I knew my bag was going to be last because I laughed at him the day before.
Yeah.
Right? So I knew my bag was coming last. Anyway, one of our friends, he couldn't see his bag, right? Bear in mind, mine still hasn't come yet. Everyone else's has, just mine and his, right? So his bag hasn't come. Anyway, so he's now seen so this the baggage claim has a upwards thing in the middle.
Okay.
And then the bag pops out and then it goes down onto the thing.
Onto the main one, yeah.
So you can see it as it comes up and then it goes down.
So you can prep your walk.
So you can prep where you're going, right? Anyway, so he's seen his bag come up the thing, right? He's like, oh, yeah, my bag's there. I'm like, cool. No bags come round, right? He's like, yo, where's my bag? And I'm thinking,
oh, shit.
Well, it would have come round if it, we're in the Philippines. No one's going to steal your bag. If we're in London, kind of thought differently.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, where's my bag? And we're like, okay. So me and my other friend are just standing there okay. He's now gone on a rampage, because
he thinks someone's taking the bag.
He thinks someone's taking his bag, right? Bearing in mind, this person is in charge of us at this point.
Oh,
so
this is the leader.
This is the leader, right? So the leader's now stressed, right? No bag. Gone round, stressing. When I say walking around the thing.
Yeah.
Round, fuming. Walking around. Anger. Everyone else is looking at him me, giggling. I'm giggling, obviously. Anyway. So he's going round, angry. Bearing in mind, I know now at this point, your bag didn't come out. Okay? That wasn't your bag. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously it wasn't your bag.
It just looked like your bag.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's still in the position where he's like, no, that was my bag. It's gone. Someone took my bag. Okay. Sure. 10 minutes go by. I still haven't got my bag.
Our bag's still coming?
Yeah, I haven't got mine yet.
Okay.
And he's like, a bag comes up and he was like, that's the last bag. And I'm like,
bro, I still ain't got mine.
How is that possible? There's bare people standing here. He's like, no, that's the last bag. Someone took my bag. Anyway, so now he's gone on a rampage to go look for his bag, right? Anyway, my bag comes up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my bag's here. Yeah. 3 bags after mine, his comes up.
Where was he?
All of us, me and my friend, standing there looking at the bag he goes to check it's his bag, right? Comes back to me and I'm like, let's see how this accountability plays out, right? So we're like, oh yeah, your bag's there. He's like, Goes around now to the bag, picks up the bag, inspecting the bag.
Yeah. He wants to find out that this not his. He doesn't want it to be his bag.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's baked in the bag. So now we're all there looking at him like you just decided to stress the whole situation, and now we're looking at you like, what are you gonna say? We look at him and he goes, "I saw what I saw."
Now let's move.
Kevin, he said, "I saw what I saw." His friend then goes, "We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. That wasn't your bag." "No, it was my bag. I saw what I saw."
So how can it be?
But I say, it was the joke of the whole holiday. The whole holiday, the accountability still hasn't come that he missaw his bag.
Was it? Is it who I'm thinking it is?
Till this day,
hold on.
he says,
Is it
till this day, he said, we joked about it on the way home, and he didn't come with us. He said he saw what he saw.
How?
How?
Brother.
He saw what he saw.
That's impossible.
Yeah, he saw what he saw. When I say, yeah, I said to my friend, we were literally like, he could have just turned around and been like, oh, phew.
No, thank God.
Phew,
My
thank
bad.
God. We would have let it go.
Yeah.
Man said, I saw what I saw.
See, he's not like me, bro. I would
When
have been
I
laughing.
say, I was the craziest, like, accountability blow mind. I was like, yo, this is not even that deep. He's like,
It's really not.
I saw what I saw.
But then that's what makes it a really big situation.
It was
now,
really
'cause
funny.
You're going to irritate people. You irritated me before.
Yeah.
Now you irritate me by just not being
But now
like,
he's irritated himself.
Yeah.
Because now he's angry.
I know how his heart felt. though.
Yeah. You don't want to admit you were wrong.
for sure.
Yeah, he's like, I saw my bag.
Yeah,
I saw.
And how he sweated.
And now we're like, so you're going to tell me that someone took your bag, went back down the conveyor belt, put it back down there for it to come all the way back up for you to say you saw what you saw.
Bro, the staff would have just
Yeah,
told him,
yeah,
put it
crazy.
back on the belt, bro.
Crazy. But he saw what he saw. And he's still holding that till this day.
That's impossible.
I know.
Well, okay, maybe women are better at taking accountability. I don't know what to say. That's
But
bad.
I don't know what to say. So I saw.
See, because for me, I would have just I would be like, damn, shit.
Yeah. No smile came out of him.
I would have been laughing at myself.
Exactly what I say. It was so funny. He knows it's funny. He knows now it's funny. But at the time, he was not laughing.
As the leader as well, it's not.
He
a good
was
look, big
not
man.
laughing. He was stressing. And it was really good because
I understand,
was laughing.
though.
Yeah.
Like,
I understand the panic.
get 35 hours,
Yeah.
and then you get there and you no luggage.
I understand the panic. But also,
Once the panic is gone, bro, it's
it was
okay.
real good.
Like,
So that's my story about men taking account.
she might be right. Because for me, once you take accountability, I feel like it makes the situation a lot easier to just
It's gone.
like move on from.
Yeah, it's done.
Because that, like I said, with work, I did something the other day, just
Yeah.
last week. I handed something out without doing a verification check.
Right.
And it turned out I should have done the verification check. But
Right.
my manager didn't know that I had already served this customer.
Yeah.
So the next day I just said, look, he got me too. Because they put it in the manager's chat for the
Yeah.
area, which I'm in. And I was like, home. I was like, I was telling my partner, like, damn, I messed up.
Yeah.
But I all thought, I need to get my story straight. When I got to work the next day, I just told him straight up, look, I messed up.
Yeah.
I gave it to him. He's like, what? So yeah. So,
it.
look, he said, don't worry about it. It happens.
But that's the thing. It's so much easier to just do it straight off the bat.
Yeah.
I used to do that at work, yeah. So I broke a jar, yeah, immediately, yeah. I took a picture with the broken jar, put it in a group chat, said I did it. With the broken jar.
See? And now that guilty feeling,
gone.
you don't have it.
No, it's
gone. It's done.
Yeah. I literally would rather just be like, yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Real early
And then it's
on.
also easier for the next person or management to come to you and talk about how to resolve it.
Oh,
Because
we
that
can
whole-
find the reason. Like, we
Yes.
can find a way.
Because that, like, figuring out how am I going to approach this with them.
But also, you're
Blah,
making
blah.
it awkward for somebody else to try and figure it out,
Yeah.
which
for no
is
reason.
also long.
Yeah.
Because then when that's you and somebody won't take accountability, you're just there like,
Yeah.
I know it's you.
That's when the anger starts to rise and yeah.
Blood pressure. And that's when people become liars.
It's a tough one though. I don't really know if there is a.
Okay, I have like a little Saskia theory.
Okay.
Okay, so what I have down here, right here, is women find it hard to take accountability because they think they're right.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think men don't take accountability for doing something wrong because they believe it's right.
So both parties think they're right.
Ta-da!
I hear it.
But I think it's more like, I feel like with guys, it's more about taking accountability of actions.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I feel like, well, I guess in my circumstance, I'll be like, I come across more men that can't take accountability for actions because they believe that action is right.
Yeah.
So therefore, there's no need to take accountability for it being wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like, that's why they find it so hard. Because it's not wrong to them.
Yeah, they thought it was the right thing to do.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Even though it hurt the other person.
Yeah, it was still right.
Yeah.
So they don't need to do anything with that information. They're like, yeah, well, it was right.
It's true.
Yeah. Whereas I think women like say stuff, but they wholeheartedly believe that they're right in the way they think.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was right anyway.
See, but it's so bad. It's so hard for me to have this conversation because I haven't been in a situation like that in so long.
Yes.
I'm like all the people I surround myself with.
Yeah, because otherwise it's effort.
Yeah, everyone's happy enough to be like, damn, it was my fault, or
damn,
I was wrong. Shit, okay, yeah, we should have gone that way or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I've only really had that lack of accountability thing back when we were in uni days.
Yeah.
Where
to be fair, mine's more I see in other people.
See, I don't hang around enough people to even see it.
Yeah,
you know, I train by myself.
Yeah.
I'm at work and then I go home. You know what I'm saying? But and even in my relationship, I don't have that issue. At least I don't feel.
I feel like it's the things I see are like in social settings. I'd say
you're around a lot more people than I am, though. So you're definitely gonna see a lot more. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more headache.
Especially performers.
Yeah, it's constant drama in that.
That's what we live for.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So like, especially dancers love a piece of drama. Dancers love a piece of drama that could be de-escalated within a second, but it's more fun this way.
That's bad, man.
Bruh.
That's such a crappy way of living.
Yeah, because people they ain't got nothing else to do.
That's bad though.
Yeah.
I'd rather a life of peace than
you say that.
Than drama.
You say that.
Because especially in I'm not in that world.
Yeah.
But I would assume if you have constant drama associated with you, people aren't gonna want to hire you because you just bring trouble. No?
Yeah, if you're bringing trouble to the wrong people, yeah.
Yeah. So why?
But if you're bringing trouble to your peers, not really, because they don't hire you.
But yeah, true. But what if every time they get hired for a role, a bunch of people saying, nah, this person, they're not good.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
it would come up in conversation.
Yeah.
But if they were good for the job, they'd probably get it anyway.
I hear it. Yeah.
And that's why it's so like, I have heard of people though that like, there are dancers that don't take accountability for how they act, like for in rehearsals or how they speak to people and stuff like that. And they have missed out because of it. But it's quite rare because if they're good at the job, they're good at the job.
Yeah.
So they never get like penalized really. But I mean, that's the whole problem with the dance industry. No one gets penalized for anything.
See, in the sports world, in the sports world, if you're like, you don't have a good personality behind you, teams don't really want to take you onto their team or bring you back. Yeah. Because if you're messing with the locker room in a negative way and you never take accountability for your negative ways, the team would rather, even if you're the best scorer on the team, you're the best player, they'd rather move on from you because you're bringing more bad than good.
Yeah.
Unless obviously you're winning, but
Yeah.
In a team aspect, it's
I'd
impossible.
I'd say sport in that sense is more team heavy than dance.
Yeah,
like,
because it's an individual thing with dance.
yeah,
For sure.
like, well, it is a team because once you're in the job, you have to work as the team, but you're not required to be a team member to get the job. That's where I think it differs.
Yeah.
Because like a whole audition process for a job is just you.
Yeah.
It's you and then
Not working with other people. It's just
yeah,
you.
like you don't have to be compatible with anybody else on the job to get the job.
Yeah.
Whereas in sport, you've probably come from a team.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can see how they are with a team. So I feel like that's why there's less reason for people to be nice.
No, for sure. I mean, like,
Which is crazy.
in sports, you're having to share a ball
Yeah.
to make an outcome, a goal, for example.
Yeah.
But in dance, you're not having to share that.
Imagine you had a
You're
ball
sharing
of
the dance
energy.
floor.
You had to pass it on.
But you're
Catch
sharing
that.
the dance floor, and
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to like work together for the routine to be good, if that makes
No,
sense.
you just have to not fuck up to not
Exactly
ruin the team.
that. Just
It's
don't get in the
still
way.
an
And that's it.
individual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, damn, man.
So
I
feel
think
like,
that's probably why I've grown up being able to take accountability without feeling like backed into a corner.
because
because
of
of-
team sport.
yeah.
For sure.
Because you mess up, you have to be like,
Whoopsie.
yeah,
I used to do that all the time in football. I'd be like, it was me.
yeah, my fault,
Yeah, my bad.
my bad.
all the time because it
Yeah.
was my bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. But like, yeah. And I think as well, maybe that's a strange reason to why girls find it hard.
because they don't play as many team
'Cause
sports.
they don't do team sports.
We might have just struck a gold mine.
Yeah.
That is possible, you know.
Because like, I do want to back women because there are a lot of women that can take accountability. But
100%.
I definitely think it comes with age.
100%.
Especially for a woman.
Because I have heard that thing you said of like women think they're right.
Yeah.
And I've been accused, and then
Yeah.
I proved that
But
they were
also-
wrong.
yeah.
But then she goes, "Yeah, well, you still did this
right,
anyway." But
exactly.
but
But
what-
also,
that was nothing to do with it.
when it comes with age with women, I think even if you think you're right, and if you're around the right women, you'll be told no by other women.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're younger, you're gonna be egged on by other girls that also think they're right.
Yeah.
So everyone then thinks they're right. So then as you get older, it kind of changes.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think, but they didn't play sports.
So-
That is kind of crazy.
I had a scenario I had back. This was in the uni days, yeah. The girl I was seeing had drama with another girl, right? And
Girl on girl drama is
yeah,
long.
it's so long. I think it's kind of pathetic. I'm not gonna lie. But she went to confront her, and beforehand she told me she was gonna confront her.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know. I think you should just leave it. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
But cool, if you feel like you need to do it,
Yeah.
go ahead. Goes and does it. I went to go play basketball. I had practice anyway. Come back together later in the evening. She's cussing me because I didn't go with her to
Absolutely not.
confront this female.
Absolutely not. How
I
does that
said-
make it any easier?
I said,
What the
why?
hell?
Why would I be involved in your female drama?
Stand at the back like,
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. You want me as a guy to come confront a woman with you?
yeah.
First
With
of all,
your drama.
with your drama. To be like, first of all, this drama isn't even that big of a deal.
Yeah.
To be honest, you're just falling out because you had a misunderstanding of something.
Yeah.
Second of all, I'm a grown man.
So
You
what am I
want
doing
me
here?
to go intimidate a woman? Are you
Yeah.
okay?
Which is crazy from another girl.
Right.
Why?
It didn't make, but then she's like, "Oh, but you never have my back." I do.
No, just from over here.
Yes. In situations
I would
like
just
this,
be
I
over
will not.
here.
Yeah. I said to you, and I spoke to you. I said, I don't think it's a good idea, but if you feel that that's okay,
Go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I think that's having your back. No,
Yeah.
I'm not calling you stupid. I'm not calling you dumb.
Yeah,
blah blah blah. I'm
just go for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was strange because I'm telling her that's not a good thing to do, and then all of a sudden it's been flipped to, well, you never have my back.
Yeah.
No, you're saying that because you're annoyed with me in this situation.
It's funny as well because I feel like, especially like younger females, I feel like they find it so hard to take accountability to each other.
Right.
Like when I see like younger, it's so hard because obviously all I look at is dancers. But like younger dancers, like, the attitude they have towards each other is crazy, because they will fall out with each other so quickly, like that, over something so small, because no one will take the accountability of what happened.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it was, like,
It could have been
you could
minor.
have picked up the wrong pen.
Yeah.
And now we're having an argument.
Yeah. Because now you took the pen, but I needed a pen. But that's always
But
the pen.
you couldn't say
Yeah.
you picked up the pen by accident. And it's like, yeah, but it wasn't your pen.
It's a pen.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I feel like if I guess, yeah, if women had the ability to take accountability with each other, it would be a lot easier with men.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some people find it hard to be like to a man, oh yeah, it was my fault.
If you're not used to it, then
Yeah.
you kind of feel like it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Some people feel embarrassed.
But yeah, exactly. You're like, oh yeah, it's my fault. Sorry. But if you did that more in your own space, like growing up in team sports and all them kind of things with your friends, it would just be so much easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
And
it's
don't
definitely learning.
Don't
yeah.
get me wrong. I'm not saying I was always taking complete accountability
No,
straight
but
away. But the older
get
I've gotten,
there.
I've gotten more and more. I would take accountability, but now as I'm older, I take it accountability way quicker,
Yeah.
way sooner, without even feeling embarrassed about it. I don't feel embarrassed about taking accountability for something I did wrong. Is it annoying to have done something wrong? Yes. But is it human to make a mistake? Yes.
But this is the thing. I also think it connects to like the ability to fail.
Right.
Because I feel like someone said it to me. Someone said it to me when I went to that gym class.
Yeah.
It's like we were all standing there and they were like, oh, we had to like flip the weights.
Oh yeah, I saw
yeah.
that video. Yeah.
And they were like, oh, does anyone want to go first? But like everyone's like looking at each other like,
I don't want
to
to
fail.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go fail. Do you know what I mean? But like, I feel like having the ability to be able to fail in public
Yeah.
is something a lot of people don't have. So therefore, taking accountability for their own actions is a crazy thing to some people.
Yeah.
Because somebody asked me, what did I do? There was another challenge that same day, and I knew full well I wasn't going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go do it anyway. And I couldn't do it. But like,
You broke the ice for everyone else.
I broke the ice for everyone else to go and fail.
Yeah.
So
They're
like,
oh, if she can fail in front of everyone, I guess it's easier for you.
yeah.
to do
So
now.
I think it's one of them things where when you're surrounded by other people who can also do that thing, you're just going to do it. So like, girls being surrounded by other girls who don't take accountability for their actions, they just argue through it.
Yeah.
They egg each other on.
Okay. Yeah.
So then, like now, like as a friendship group that I'm in, if one of us is able to take accountability, the others are gonna see how easy it is, and they're just gonna.
It's just now
it's
you
just
can
gonna
just
happen.
follow.
Yeah,
You can follow that suit and realize, it's not that embarrassing. Yeah.
yeah.
But people really get embarrassed about making mistakes.
No, yeah.
I
I genuinely think that's where it comes from, making mistakes.
Yeah.
Especially as an adult, no one wants to make a mistake because
Yeah.
why do humans have this weird like assumption that we've all been here before? Because good for you if you have. Because
You know what? I was watching this Korean show with my girl the other day.
yeah,
Well, she was watching it. I just kind of had. I was
he
like,
said, "Oh, this is
yeah.
good."
and it was about a woman who dies, yeah, and she's being escorted into the afterlife,
Right.
and then it kind of like goes the show's about what she does in the afterlife, yeah, and so the guy that comes to pick her up, he's trying to he comes to pick her up to take her to the afterlife, yeah.
I hope
And
that happens.
she's asking a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
And he's getting irritated at this lady asking
You gonna go
questions.
back if you
yeah.
do.
He's like, what? And she
Shut
goes,
up.
but why are you being annoyed? He's like, you just keep asking questions. And she
Yeah.
goes, yeah, well, this is my first time dying. It's not like I've been here before.
Yeah.
And then after she says that, he goes,
Actually.
you're right.
Yeah.
And then he calms down and he explains it.
Yeah.
And
Because he's there.
he's been there.
Yeah.
She hasn't. And this, obviously, death is not the best analogy for this. But,
It's not, but also bad questions.
yeah. But it's you're right.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like they have to get it perfect on the first go.
Yeah.
And I understand the want to
Yeah.
be perfect. I get it. But if you ain't done it before, and even if you have done it before, it doesn't mean that you have to be right completely straight away.
Yeah.
Just let's get that straight.
Yeah.
Even the best football players and basketball players and tennis and golf and all that make a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's part of being a human.
It's the thing is as well, like it's so. Obviously for me, I think it's so frustrating for me because I find it easy to fail in front of people and I don't really care. But like, it's frustrating watching people like that, like in dance scenarios or class scenarios, because I still am in class settings, like watching people ask so many questions. I'm literally sitting there like, bro, just freaking do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're literally sitting there asking every question to get every like
cheat code for it.
To get it right. But like you're in a room with 30 people who also have no idea what this teacher's talking about, and we're just gonna try and see what happens. But you feel like you need to ask bare questions to get it right,
so you don't feel embarrassed.
So 28 people are about to be embarrassed too. So let's just get on with it. But like, it's long to be on the other side. It's nice to be able to fail, but also long to watch other people not be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just sitting there like,
which is crazy considering, as a dancer, you're performing in front of people so often. Surely because I don't get nervous anymore, and it's very rare that I'll get nervous. I mean, I always do get some bit of nerves, but it's not jittery where I can't compose. I'm still composed and whatever. And I feel that comes from the years of playing sports in front of people and dancing back in the day, and performing in front of the whole school, all that stuff.
You'd be surprised. Some people still ask
how
millions of questions.
It's the same thing. Yeah, the audience might change, but it's still the same concept. That's crazy.
Same thing.
Like I could get nervous maybe having to talk in front of people, especially if it's. And one time I had to do a presentation in a group for uni. Talking about a subject makes me a bit nervous because I'm not the best at the subject.
Yeah. Talking about something I like.
Easy. We could do this in front of people.
Yeah.
Easy. But once the assignment started, they said go.
Sweat.
Not even. Like I felt like I was like it's just another performance.
Yeah.
And it was easy. The moment I forgot that it was about a subject and I was just made sure that I spoke clearly.
Yeah.
We ended up getting like the highest grade in the class as a group because that happened. And it helped. It was me and Vaughn. It helped calm Vaughn down as well.
Yeah.
So then both of me and him were just, the energies bouncing off of each other, and we ended up getting a really good grade because of it.
Yeah. It's funny that people always find that they have to do things like on their own as well. They're like, oh no, I'm going to succeed just on my own. But like, for example, situations like that, if you don't have each other, man, you just left Vaughn to his own devices.
Peak. And I'm sure he could dig himself out of that hole, but why would I do that?
Why would you do that? Yeah. So they'll put themselves in scenarios like, and it's weird because I feel like people get into that mind frame when it comes to taking accountability because then they feel singled out.
Yeah.
And they feel like it's just them in that situation. And the only choice they can make is like fight or flight.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you could just leave it.
There's that.
Like, you could just be like, yeah, nah, it's cool. It was me, it's done. But they go into this mode where it's like defense. But this is all growing up, isn't it?
Yeah. There's no real answer to this question.
Humans suck.
Yeah,
That's
the realest answer right there. There's never going to be a real answer because it comes with age, like you said. Yeah. You would assume that by the time you get to our ages, accountability has been learned.
Nope.
Especially if in your long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Or a long-time workplace. I don't know. I just feel like you should.
I do feel like those. I've seen some like long-term relationships, but like online, like all the like kind of petty things that we ever spoke about and stuff like that, and like long-term relationships, people get complacent. So then after say about 20, 30 years, the accountability's out the window. Like, I didn't do that. Just to be paid.
Just to be paid.
Yeah, they've changed their tone now. Like, they take accountability for 20 years and then they're like, nah.
I'm tired of you.
I'm tired of this shit. So we're just gonna move on now. So then I feel like at a certain age, it becomes like a choice.
Yeah. You gotta want to continue
Yeah,
being that.
because
person.
really and truly, like, I know if I did something, and I know for a damn well fact I could take accountability for it, but if it's somebody I don't like, I'm not doing it.
If I can annoy you with it.
If I can annoy you with it, I'm not gonna do it. I didn't do that.
No, they're just home just like, can't believe that's
I didn't do that. What are you talking about? That'd be me.
I do kind of
Yeah, because you know I'll do
respect
that.
that still.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
I'd be like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like once you've really like, because I'm so good at it,
Yeah.
you can then really use it to your advantage with people you don't like.
And Saskia is an actress as well, so she can really fake that she. No.
Can I just say, sorry, side note, I played Wink Murder the other day.
Okay. Yeah.
I was fucking sick at it.
I hate.
They could not figure out who the murderer was. There was 4 of us left in the end, and they still don't know.
So you won. Were you the only murderer, or was it 2 murderers?
No, it was just me.
Damn, took out the whole team.
The whole team. It was great. It got to 4 of us left, and then I was like, oh, okay, they're only looking at me now.
Yeah.
And then I just started laughing. I was like, yeah, it's me. But I took out about 9 people
Damn.
before they figured out it was me.
We might have to do it on a games night.
No. Sorry.
Hopefully this game night
That was
comes
a side
soon.
note. That was a side note. It was the acting thing really took me left. But yeah.
We need to do that games night very soon.
Yeah.
All right, well, there was no answer for this, really and truly.
There is no answer.
Yeah,
Humans suck.
just grow up.
Yeah.
Take accountability. Learn to fail. That is very important. If you learn to fail, then you'll be comfortable admitting that you failed. That's
fail to yourself.
because it happens.
Yeah. Because really and truly, the thing you're trying to take accountability for is probably just a failed thing.
Yeah, most of the time.
Most of the time, it's just a failure.
You didn't have
take-
to. Yeah,
Take bear
simple.
L's.
It is kind of bad though if you keep doing that same thing over and over. Now you're just being a dick.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, no real answer. Maybe you can tell us,
Yeah. Somebody just answer it.
please. But yes, make sure you follow us at favourmind.pod on Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify because we appreciate it.
We
And Saskia?
appreciate it. And love us and leave us. Yeah.